Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has dissolved his 6-member war cabinet, a widely expected decision that follows the departure of centrist opposition leader Benny Gantz and his ally Gadi Eisenkot. Israeli media reports that sensitive issues around the war with Hamas in Gaza will now be decided by a smaller forum. Since Mr. Gantz quit 8 days ago over what he said was the lack of strategy for the war, there have been calls from far-right ministers to take his place. By dissolving the war cabinet, Mr. Netanyahu avoids a tricky situation with his coalition partners and international allies. A spokesman for the Israel Defense Forces said that as far as it was concerned, it would not affect the chain of command. The Greek Coast Guard has caused the deaths of dozens of migrants in the Mediterranean and over a 3-year period, witnesses say, including 9 who were deliberately thrown into the water. The 9 are among more than 40 people alleged to have died as a result of being forced out of Greek territorial waters or taken back out to sea after reaching Greek islands. The Greek Coast Guard said it strongly rejects all accusations of illegal activities. The Greek government has long been accused of forced returns, pushing people back towards Turkey, where they have crossed from, which is illegal under international law. Russian President Vladimir Putin will travel to North Korea on Tuesday, the Kremlin has confirmed, after months of speculation over the much-hyped visit. After Kim Jong-un's big green bulletproof train trundled around Russia's Far East last year, the North Korean leader invited Mr. Putin to visit him. That invitation was duly accepted. Over the past week, sources had hinted that the visit was imminent, and satellite images had also spied apparent preparations underway in North Korea. The Kremlin has described the event as a friendly state visit. 8 people have died and around 60 have been injured in a train crash in the eastern Indian state of West Bengal. The accident occurred when a goods train hit a stationary passenger train in the new Jalpaiguri area on Monday morning. Dramatic visuals from the accident site showed one wagon of the express train suspended in the air. Authorities say human error may have led to the crash and a detailed investigation will be held. India has one of the largest train networks in the world, with millions of passengers using it daily, but a lot of the railway infrastructure needs to be improved or upgraded. Russian state media, citing the court service, has reported that the trial of the detained US journalist Evan Gershkovich will be held behind closed doors. Russian officials have accused the Wall Street Journal reporter of collecting secret information from a Russian tank factory on behalf of the CIA. He denies the allegations. His trial will open on the 26th of June at a court in the city in the Urals, where he was arrested last March. Since his arrest, Mr. Gershkovich has been held in Moscow's high-security Lefortovo prison. The Wall Street Journal have dismissed the trial as a sham, while US officials said the charges had zero credibility. South Africa's former President Jacob Zuma has said his political party will join the opposition alliance in Parliament.
We are going to the International Court.
He said it would coordinate resistance to the governing coalition led by the African National Congress. Despite this, MK said it maintained that last month's elections were rigged and wanted the results annulled. Mr. Zuma's speech on Sunday was read by an MK spokesperson who said the ANC was no longer part of the solution. And the Royal Air Force has released cockpit footage filmed as its jets flew over central London to mark the King's official birthday on Saturday. Famous landmarks like the London Eye, Big Ben and Battersea Power Station can be seen in the video. It was King Charles III's second trooping the colour as monarch, a ceremony that takes place every year to mark the official birthday of the British sovereign. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.